morning everyone. We are Team B Alpha and our topic is related disaster management. As you know, there are a lot of disasters going on all over the world and disasters cause a lot of impact on people's lives. And we have got a solution to it. Now the thing is that we have researched a lot of websites and we have discovered a thing that not all websites have multiple models in them. Some websites focus only on food shelters, some websites focus only on emergency rescues, and some websites only focus on medical welfare. So this gap between all these websites is what motivated us to build our own website. So this is our proposed solution. We have 5 main modules in us. The first module is the information module. This is basically like a library, or you can say a knowledge hub. It will contain all the details of the disasters. You can include paragraphs, YouTube links, tutorials, and it can even give guidelines to be followed during, before, and after a disaster. The second module is the resource management. During disaster, we need a lot of resources. Say, be it your food, be it your clothes, or be it your shelter lights, or medical emergency. So all this information, along with their locations where they are stored everywhere on the maps, it will be displayed in the resource module. The third module is the lost and found module. As the name suggests, we will find lost and found things in it. This can include people who are lost during the disaster along with their stuff if someone's forgotten their belongings. In this module, we'll be mostly getting the details using a form, and then we'll be storing it in the database. This database, the details will be accessed by everyone who will be using the app, and once you find something or you find a person, you can just report it to the respective shelter. The fourth is the live detection and alert module. This is a very interesting module. It takes the live location and live weather records of each and every place, and it will tell you the updates of wherever calamities are happening, and it will give you a live updates. The last is the emergency SOS module. So if you're stuck in disaster management and you need to send an emergency, you need yourself to be rescued, or you need to tell us what kind of emergency you have, you can just simply access this module. This module will contain buttons which have specific color codes. Each color code is being specified to a type of disaster. Using that, we'll be able to understand what kind of situation you're facing and where are you. These are basically all the 5 unique features. Recently, I have seen a lot of websites. No any website I have seen which gives you all these 5 models. So this is something that you can see that's unique in us. Diagram basically explains us how the flow of our website will be. As a front end, the user will get all the 5 modules which he can access. Next comes the data. The real data will store all the real data information of the person. The file storage will store all the necessary files needed for the information modules. The maps is basically the maps API which we'll be using for live detection and finding a person during an emergency SOS. Form data location, the lost and found database, that will basically a database that will it will have all the contents of the lost and found person along with its belongings which will be stored in it. The last is the output layer where it will be found. We'll be seeing the maps on the location. That's where the person is. The maps are the given location and details of the person along with where the location is found. For this, we'll be using this tech stack. We'll be using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the front end, and MongoDB and Node.js for the back end. So the next slide is the feasibility and viability. So having an analysis of the feasibility, we have 3 main feasibilities. Technical feasibility is that our website is very simple. It has a simple open source framework, and in case we haven't used anything complex. Next is the operational feasibility. As I said, it's a simple, so all the authorities and the forces can easily use it as a simple dashboard. You don't need any specific training to access the website. And social feasibility, since it's a website, it's socially available. Everyone and anyone who is having an internet connection, a smartphone, and a browser can easily access it. However, there are potential risks as well. There's a connection gap where, as I said, most of the times during a disaster, you don't have internet connection. That's the time where we have connection gaps. Data reliability could be that our data might have a duplicate data, or there could be some misinformation as well as wrong or outdated data entries. User adoption could be many people are not used to digital platforms. They might not be knowing how to use it. Like people in the rural areas, the tribal areas, they're not prone to the urban mainstream. However, there are strategies for overcoming these challenges as well. The first is a progressive web app. Progressive web app is basically like a website which is in a form of app that runs on your device using without the use of internet. Basically, it has all the information in its cache memory, and that will help us to access it without the internet. So the connection gap gets solved over here. Trusted sources and volunteers for moderation. So all the data that will be entered will be verified by trusted companies and the NGOs. So the second problem of a data reliability gets solved there. The third is that using a user-friendly design, which includes local languages that will be helpful for the tribal and the rural areas who don't know much of the English. They can access it using their own language. This slide contains all about the research papers and references. These are some of the references that we have used. We have gone through all of them, and then we have noted out some points. We'll be using these points in our website to make sure it's innovative. We cover up all the connection gaps, all the risks that we have. We cover up all of them, and all the challenges are complete. And we make sure that our website will be user-friendly, reliable, and easy to use.